Hello and welcome to Break Act. Now, I'm having a nice cup of coffee. Black because someone didn't get enough milk. Actually, I do my own shopping, so yeah, this one is on me. But I do like black coffee, to be honest. I like all sorts of coffee. I don't think there is one style of coffee that I don't like. At least I haven't tried any like I say, no, this is not for me. My favorites though are cappuccino and affogato. Like those are my to go generally, but yeah, I'll take any sort of coffee. What about you? Do you drink coffee? What's your favorite style? Let me know in the comments down below. Now today I want to talk about the Sare, the main character in my book, The Brave Sare. More specifically, I want to talk about how he came to be. Now, within the story, the Sare is created as an instrument of destruction, but when I say how he came to be, I mean like from my mind. Okay, so first let's go back many years, many years, so many that I don't know how many. Yeah, so let's back to my childhood. Now, back then I created what I could say the first instance, like a prototype, or sort of. Okay, so back then I wasn't planning on writing a book or anything like that. If anything, I was just creating some stories to play with my cousins, and this character came to life in a sense. And yes, it definitely came from a mind of a child, so you could say the character in itself was pretty immature. Because at the time I wasn't concerned about proper writing, so it was just all making him as overpowerful as possible, you know. So I think everyone is familiar with the old debate who wins, Goku or Superman, and in my mind, my character will beat them both. So yeah, I mean, he still does. Yeah, that's coming from me who created, so of course. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is I just make him like our powerful and basically no weakness, and just for the sake of him being powerful. That was it. As I said, it was the creation of a child. And in fact, his original name wasn't even Sare, although Sare is not a name per se, at least not in the traditional sense. It's just like, how can I explain it without spoilers, of course? Let's just say it's like closer to a title without being a title than a name, like somewhere between. Like I could say that's how people refer to him, how he referred to himself. And I know that's in a sense that's the definition of a name, but not necessarily. And okay, I'm going in a unnecessary tangent. Let's go back. So as I was saying, that wasn't his original name. It was actually Emilio, a name that I'm still using within the story. And so I have this, and when I mean overpowered, I mean he has all the classic superpowers, such as super strength, super ability, super speed, and even a transformation that will boost those powers. He has also magic and so many more. So yeah. Now years pass and I decided to write a proper book. At first I wasn't actually planning to reuse this character I created when I was a child, because just introducing this character who has almost unlimited powers, I don't know, like it felt not necessarily like a Gary Sue. And of course I don't think a Gary Sue or a Mary Sue, whatever, is per se a poorly written character. But in this case, yeah, it definitely will be a poorly written character because it came from the mind of a child. So yeah, it wouldn't be a properly mature, well-written character. But now that I was no longer a child, I could change that. However, that won't be as easy as I thought. Because on one hand, yes, I wanted to make him more, not necessarily relatable, because I don't think, I also don't think like relatable character equals well written character. But I definitely want to make him, give him his struggles, if that makes sense. Which was kind of difficult if he has the ability to do almost everything. And that almost is a very, very thin line that, in sense, in certain contexts, it could might as well be ignored. So it wasn't omnipotent, but kind of close to it. That's the situation I started to write, and I started to try to figure out how to make the character better. So my first instinct was to remove some of his powers and left him with just like maybe half of them or so. But to be honest, I didn't want to do that. So what I did was to keep all the powers but split the character into 12. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably have heard me mention in a few occasions that the Sare used to be 12 characters, and that's what I mean, but he used to be within the story. In my mind, he started as 1 and then moved to 12, although within the story he started also as 1 and then moved to 12. I'll explain that in a little bit. Okay, so I thought, okay, I don't want to remove any particular power, so I split the character into 12. Those 12, you can see them now on screen. I hope my editing mind will time that one properly, but yeah, they are here. And this division was split like this. So there is 4 beasts, 4 fighters, and 4 wizards. Now, some of them share a power, some of them have a unique power just to them, and each one of these 12 characters is his own persona. They have their own personalities, their own physical characteristics, mental characteristics, and so on. And like they're completely separate one from each other. Then I started writing with these 12 characters, each one with a part of the Sare, and the Sare was no more. But it kind of felt wrong, so I decided to bring back the Sare. But to do so, I had to remove these 12 characters. And as I said, this is how it's working in my mind, not necessarily in the story. But if you read the story, you will see this is mirrored, how this is portrayed also in the story. So, because in the story, you know, there is one character, this is the Sare, he got split by another character, I won't go into details, into 12. And then these 12 got once more unified into one. So, but if I was to unify him into one, I will run into the original problem. I will have once again this unlimited, this character with no limits whatsoever. So then I thought, okay, he is not quite omnipotent, as I said, just extremely overpowerful. So my solution was to create a problem bigger than himself. Now, I don't know if this is like the best possible solution, but it's definitely the one that appealed to me. In that way, I will have my character do his fullness, but he will still have struggles. He will still have to work hard to surpass many obstacles. Another thing I did was I nerfed him. Now, I said from the beginning I didn't like the idea of nerf, but I found a way to nerf him without removing his powers, so to speak. And he has this immense fear for the villain. He will still fight the villain when when necessary, but his fear will set like some sort of mental block, and he will not be able to fight to his full potential. Now, this is also part of his own arc, because eventually he will be able to do just that when confronting the villain, to truly fight to at his best. But will that be enough? Well, you'll have to find out. And to do so, please check out my book, link down below, among many other cool stuff. By the way, it's free to read, so don't worry about that. I know I made a video before about how much it cost, but you can ignore that. If you have seen it, thank you for watching, by the way. Yeah, it's completely free. You can just click, open, and enjoy. And also, thanks for watching this other video. Any video you watch, I truly appreciate. So, link down below is 100% free to read. I thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. I wish you all come back next time. Bye bye.